said, y'all meet me in the Wooley swamp later, and we'll take old Lucius's money and we'll feed him to the alligators. They found the old man out in the back.
What's good, Greatness Gang? Welcome back to another reaction. And today I have a very special reaction from the Charlie Daniels Band. Yes, we back with another reaction from this group, and the song we're going to be doing is The Legend of Wooley Swamp. Yes, you all told me to check out this one. If you haven't seen my reaction to The Devil Went Down to Georgia from them, make sure you check that out as well. So you all immediately told me to check out this one, so I'm pretty excited to see where the band goes with this one. Like I said in my last reaction from Charlie Daniels, I really loved his delivery in the song, his storytelling in the last song. So his energy really pulled me in. So hopefully this song does the same. So let's get straight into it.
Swamp where you better not go at night. There's things out there in the middle of them woods that make a strong man die for pride. Things that crawl and things that fly and things that creep around on the ground. And they say the ghost of Lucius Clay gets up and he walks around, but I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself, and I couldn't conceive it, 'cause I never would listen to nobody else, and I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself. There's some things in this world you just can't explain. The old man lived in the Wooley swamp way back in Booger Woods. He never did do a lot of harm in the world, but he never did do no good. People didn't think too much of him. They all thought he acted funny. The old man didn't care about people anyway. All he cared about was his money. He'd stuff it all down into mason jars and he'd bury it all around. And on certain nights, if the moon was right, he'd dig it up out of the ground. He'd pour it all out on the floor of his shack and run his fingers through it. Yeah, Lucius Clay was a greedy old man, and that's all there was to it.
Okay.
But I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself, and I couldn't conceive it, 'cause I never would listen to nobody else, and I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out for myself. But there's some things in this world you just can't explain. The Kegel boys was white trash who lived over on Carver's Creek. They were mean as a snake and sneaky as a cat and belligerent when they'd speak. One night the oldest brother said, y'all meet me in the Wooley swamp later, and we'll take old Lucius's money and we'll feed him to the alligators. They found the old man out in the back with a shovel in his hand, 13 rusty mason jars he just dug up out of the sand. And they all went crazy and they beat the old man, and they picked him up off of the ground and threw him in the swamp and stood there and laughed as the black water sucked him down. Then they turned around and went back to the shack and picked up the money and ran. They hadn't gone nowhere when they realized they were running in quicksand. And they struggled and they screamed, but they couldn't get away. And just before they went under, they could hear that old man laughing in a voice as loud as thunder. That's been 50 years ago, and you can go by there yet. There's a spot in the yard in the back of that shack where the ground is always wet. And on certain nights, if the moon is right, down by that dark footpath, you can hear 3 young men screaming. You can hear one old man laugh. If you ever go back in the Wooley swamp where you better not go at night, there's things out there in the middle of them woods that make a strong man die for pride. Things that crawl and things that fly and things that creep around on the ground. And they say the ghost of the Lucius Clay gets up and he walks around, but I couldn't believe it. I just had to find out this world you just can't explain.
The Charlie Daniels Band, The Legend of Wooley Swamp. Amazing, well put together story. I really like how he tied that together. Is this based on a true story? If so, that's pretty crazy. Like I said, back with more great storytelling. Very compelling voice. Really, really grabs your attention. Very theatrical. Nice emotion in his voice. Nice horror element to this song and his narration. Has he done any films before? Like, if he didn't, he would have been a great filmmaker. But yeah, I see why you all told me to check this out. You knew I would like it. Yeah, where is the Wooley Swamp a real place? If so, let me know where is it located so I can make sure I don't go there. But yeah, this is a nice, fun, concise, well put together story. Let me know what other Charlie Daniels songs to react to next. Appreciate you guys. Love you all.